Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh. Hello guys, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me for this weekly reading for the Divine Masculines, and thank you guys for being patient with me. I thought I'd give it a go today. I've had a few days rest and been trying to focus on myself, and I'm going through a deep healing at the moment, so I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety, and it just feels like that there's just been a dump load of all of the things that I've got to deal with, all my fears, the illusions. I'm having to deal with them. I know that the anxiety is caused from myself, so I'm taking responsibility of that, and I'm trying to work my way through the illusions and the anxiety. So you have to bear with me because I am feeling a bit anxious. But I wanted to do the weekly reading, because it makes me, it really does help me when I'm actually doing it as well. And it makes me feel really close to God and the angels, and it makes me feel close to you guys as well, of course. So thank you so much for all your love and support and your patience. Taking the time to comment and sharing about how you've been feeling and sharing your journeys, it really does help me and comfort me, and that's why I wanted to do this channel, is to help you guys and help myself at the same time. So right, I'm going to start. Okay, so this reading is going to be for March the 22nd to the 28th, 2021, to see what energy the Divine Masculine is going to be in and what they're going to be experiencing, how they're going to be feeling this week. So I'm going to start with Archangel Michael. Just feel like I want to do these because we know Archangel Michael helps us cut the doubt and the fear and protects us, your Divine Masculine and you Divine Feminine. So I thought I'd use those to start the reading, and let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling and what you're experiencing, because you could be experiencing the same sort of thing with me as me. I'm having to come out of my comforts. I mean, I've been out of my comfort zone for some time, but I'm still like coming out of the comfort zone even more and more and more. You know, walking through the door of fear, but it isn't fear. It's just how I'm creating the fear by the ego is creating the fear. I realise that. It's just managing it and learning about it and learning about yourself, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm trying to make things right, instead of, I'm not going to get away with this any longer. I've been so cruel to myself for such a long time, and I've got to correct. Otherwise I'm not going to move forwards, and I'm having to do things, make big changes in my life, like moving, just all how I feel about myself. So it's just very intense at the moment. So let me know how you've been feeling, guys. Right, what do we need to know this week of March the 22nd to the 28th, 2021? What the Divine Masculine is going to be feeling, what they're going to be experiencing, what energy they're going to be in. Nice clear message, please. I did ask for God's blessing and guidance before I did this reading, and Archangel Gabriel's with me, helping me to communicate the right message across what needs to get across today. Sorry, I'm a bit clumsy with my words because I'm nervous. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Zoe, and thank you for all the new subscribers that have joined. I really do appreciate your love and support. My readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you've tapped on this video. If it resonates and you feel connected to me, it means it's for you. Right, I use the labels Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, because that's our channel. Just put it into your situation, how it resonates to you. Please don't be offended. I realise it's energy, and it's easier for you to understand as well. Right, what do we need to know today about the Divine Masculines? What energy are they going to be in this week of 22nd of March to the 28th of March 2021? How are they going to be feeling? What are they going to be experiencing? Nice clear message. I've done a big shuffle today. So let's do this, guys. Make a commitment. Can you believe that? This week. Commitment. The Divine Masculines are going to be in this energy of making a commitment, a commitment to themselves, to God, the universe. They know how important this is, and they are really wanting to do this commitment. They want to have this commitment with you. They want to come towards you, and they want to show how different they are, how much they have grown, and to show you their true self. This is what the Divine Masculines want. They want to make this commitment, but they want to have this new start. They want this new beginning, just as much as you do. So they have to make this a commitment to God, to trust themselves, to trust their intuition. So this is what's happening for the Divine Masculines this week. And this is really positive, isn't it? And I'm just going to go to the guidebook to get a more in-depth message, but this is very, very, very positive. Make a commitment. 58. It's going to be another powerful week, guys. It is. You drew this card because you're asking about how to improve a situation. Archangel Michael advises you to fully commit to your desired outcome. Yeah, they're going to commit to this relationship, and they want to come towards you. But the most important thing they need to do is to commit to themselves, to trust themselves, and to trust in God. If you're tentative or unsure, if you're deserving or worthy enough, then the final results will be unsatisfactory. However, by making a commitment, you'll help spark movement in your life. So yeah, they know how important it is to know their worth, to know how amazing they are, how good they are, and they know how important this is, that they've got to make this commitment. Things have got to be different, and it's the commitment to God, to a higher power, to the universe. And when they can show that, when they are practicing that in everyday life, we know that they are committed to this journey, and they have been working on this for some time. But this is really, like I said last week, the Divine Feminines have been really pushed to the limit, where they've really got to show that they're trusting in God, and the Divine Masculines are experiencing this, where they've got to practice this in their everyday life. And the reason why they've got to this stage now where they want to make this commitment, there is going to be commitment, is because of what you've done and what you've experienced, and the healing that you've done. Because, as I always say, this is about you, Divine Feminines. This journey is about having a relationship with yourself. And this is what you've been doing. You've been making a commitment to God. And now the Divine Masculines, because there's been a shift within you, there's been, you've been dealing with things and practicing in your everyday life, consistency, with, your trust, your belief. Even if you're experiencing triggers, uncomfortable times, anxiety, like, what I've been experiencing, you still have that trust in God. You still put God first in your life. You're still trusting yourself. And now the Divine Masculines are doing this, and this is why they want to make this commitment, because they can feel that shift within you. And we know, for a while now, the Divine Masculines have got all this love. They're ready to go. They're ready to express it, but there's something still, there's something still stuck. But that's because there's something within you, where you had to show consistency with your trust. You've stopped this in and out now. So the Divine Masculines are picking this up. So it's a big week. And, it's not just my readings. All of the readings are saying the same, where there's so many twin flames coming into union. So much is happening. And it's all bringing, in the 3D. So this is really positive for the divine masculines. They want to make a commitment to you because they've committed to God, because they're committed to themselves, they're trusting themselves. They're not allowing everything, you know, the ego to take over. They've learned about balancing the ego and the higher selves. They've been releasing, you know, old belief systems and old programming. They're feeling more balanced. It doesn't mean to say they get up like, oh, you know, I always say they're not going to get up and think, oh, everything's amazing and perfect, and they're not going to feel anxiety, because I'm still feeling anxiety, but I'm aware that I'm feeling anxiety, and I'm aware that my ego is the one that's causing my anxiety. It's nobody else. It's what my thoughts, what I'm thinking about the situation, because I've been programmed to think a certain way, and I know that that's got to change, and that is what I'm doing. And the divine masculines are doing the same. They're making this commitment, which means they're making the commitment to you, because you're one soul. So whatever you do, divine feminines, whatever you're doing for yourself, you're doing for your twin. If you continue to be cruel to yourself and not deal with things that have got, you know, make these changes, and that you're going to keep being unkind to yourself, you're just being cruel to your divine masculine as well. You're just pushing divine masculine away, because you're one soul. It's not the same as any other relationship. It's not a soulmate relationship, as I always say. But it's really hard. Well, actually, the ego makes it hard to get your head around it, because you love this person so much, and you do think about the physical person, but you can't think about the physical person being separate from you. You have to know that it's your one soul. You don't have to worry about the physical person. You don't have to worry about your divine masculine. You have to worry about yourself. And then when you're worrying about yourself and you're dealing with what's going on within you, you're helping your divine masculine. So, right, next I'm going to go for Archangel Animal Oracle deck. So let's see what else has come out. They're going to make a commitment. They're ready to make this commitment. They can feel the shift. So let's do this. What else do we need to know? What other things do we need to know this week for the divine masculines? What energy, how they're going to be feeling? We know that they're going to, you know, they've made this commitment to themselves, to God, and they want to make this commitment. They know it's time to make this commitment. They want to make this change now. And they want to do it in a 3D. It's time. So what else do we need to know about the divine masculines? I hope this reading resonates with you, and you can feel that within you, that there's something going on. There's shifts happening within you where you feel that you're completely committed to God and you're trusting in the universe. And you understand what I'm saying. Right. Let's see, what else do we need to know for the divine masculines? During the week of March the 22nd to the 28th, 2021. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. I knew this card was going to come out, and before I did the reading, my daughter said that it's going to come out as well. Can you believe it? Because all I'm seeing at the moment is ravens and it's prepare for change. Can you believe this, guys? You cannot make this stuff up. Your divine masculine wants to make this commitment to you, and they're preparing for this big change. They're preparing for this change, guys. So are you prepared for this big change? Oh my goodness. I'm going to read the message. There's going to be big changes this week. Big changes. Let's see what it says in the guidebook. I do get very excited. You have to bear with me. The raven comes from Sirius and brings a special magic. Crows, rooks, magpies, drongos and ravens are all known as the tricksters of the bird kingdom. They create change by overcoming obstacles and instigate transitions in animals and humans. Their sole mission is to nudge people and animals towards enlightenment. If you see a single one of these bergs, it's prompting you to watch out to the unexpected change, or maybe be telling you to raise your consciousness before you draw something unwanted to you. They remind you to set pure intentions so that you attract good things. In doing so, they keep things clean and teach us that everything can be used. Ravens work with Archangel Azrael, the angel of birth and death, who sends one of these birds to any animal ready to give birth. Its arrival is a reminder to the mother that it's time to prepare for new. When one waits by a dying animal, it is energetically helping it to pass over. Yeah, so this is again saying about this new beginning. And we are in spring now. And, you know, we are in our new beginning anyway. We have been for some time now, and Divine Masculines have as well. So, but it's just, you've been doing it individually because you have been practicing, because you have been conscious, you are awake, and you are making changes in your life. So you have started this new beginning, but you haven't started the new beginning with your Divine Masculine in the 3D. Obviously you are, because you're not separate, but to have the physical person with you, that is what I mean. So this is about new beginnings, and Divine Masculines want to make this commitment, and they're preparing to do this. And God is preparing the Divine Masculines and helping and protecting your Divine Masculine, just supporting your Divine Masculine, giving your Divine Masculine wisdom and everything to deal with this situation that they need to help them, because this is big change. This is massive change for the Divine Masculines, to be able to come forwards to show you who they really are and to make commitment, to show you who they really are, because they've had a mask up for some time now. They've never been able to show you who they really are because of how you've been feeling about yourself, because you're one soul. Now you've committed, you understand this journey, you have this deep understanding. The Divine Masculines are awake. They understand this journey. They understand that this is a deep spiritual soul relationship, and even though your Divine Masculine could have been silent with you or still not spoken their truth to you, there has been so much preparation going on, so much preparation. As you know yourself, you're preparing all the time as well. And I know it's very frustrating sometimes for the Divine Feminines, because they just feel like they're just on this journey and it's just like, so you just don't know what's going on, and you really, really have to trust yourself and trust in God. And that's what the whole point of your spiritual journey is to trust in God. Divine Masculines are able to do this. They're able to do this because you're believing, guys. Divine Feminines, you're believing in your Divine Masculine, you're believing in God, you're believing in this relationship. Yes, you have nasty thoughts sometimes, and you think you're going crazy, and you think, oh, the doubt and the fear wants to creep in, but you're managing it. You're not living your life listening to it anymore. You're allowing yourself to feel it, accept it, let it in and let it out. And being kind to yourself. So when you are feeling uncomfortable, when you are upset, you're allowing yourself to feel it, and being kind to yourself by resting or taking time out from certain people or from social media, from work, anything, because you're respecting yourself. Divine Masculines are feeling this. This is why they're feeling they're ready. They're preparing for this big change, which is a big change for your Divine Masculine to commit, to come towards you and speak their truth. So can you believe it? Can you believe that I knew that card was going to come out? And I've been seeing ravens, you know, crows, any type of bird really. I mean, seagulls are about freedom, and I always see seagulls because I live near the coast. And I see pigeons a lot, and crows, ravens, you know, little blackbirds as well. And it's all about communication as well. And bumblebees, I see a lot of, and that's miracles and communication as well. So I'm really happy that this card came out. And my daughter predicted this as well, that it was going to come out. So, and yeah, I'm seeing them all the time. They're literally coming, like flying past, really up close to my car when I'm driving. And this morning I saw 2 together flying beside each other. So it's very powerful, guys. Right, for the last card, before I do the communication or divine masculine, I'm going to go for the power of love. We are coming up at the end of this week on the 28th for a full moon as well, so you could be start feeling, you know, some people get physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, you know, that could be affecting you as well at the moment. So I will do a full moon reading as well this week for you guys. Right, let's see. What else do we need to know? How the Divine Masculine is going to be feeling this week of March the 22nd to the 28th, 2021. What they can be feeling, experiencing. What energy they're going to be in. We know that they're making the commitment. They want to make this commitment. They're preparing for this big change. They are preparing. What else do we need to know? Nice clear message. Past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Yeah. So you know, everything that's happened, everything that's happened in the past, they're letting that go. And they know the power of love when they're converting everything to love. This just makes them feel so free, and they find that inner peace when they convert everything, when they're seeing things through the eyes of love, and they're trying to be in the present moment. They're not going to be in the past anymore, and they know that by being in the past does make everything feel stuck and stagnant, like the card says. And when you're in the power of now and you're present, everything just seems to flow because you're in such a good energy. You're conscious. You're not in your head thinking about the past, and again, you're not thinking too far ahead. They're just learning to be present, and they have released so much past. They put that behind them. So let's see what it says in the guidebook. And again, like I said, there's so much that is being brought up and surfaced within me to do with the past and things, you know, that I've got to make these changes to experience the next step of my new beginning. You know, I've got to deal with this. This isn't going to pass me by. I've got to deal with this. I can't move forwards anymore into, you know, my new adventure, new beginning, until I sort things out within myself. And the divine, you know, if you're experiencing the same sort of thing, you know, the Divine Masculines are experiencing this as well. And they know that instead of looking things through the eyes of fear, looking at things through the eyes of love just changes everything. It changes everything, and it gives you that courage, it gives you that strength to work through anything. And they're managing, you know, this now. Let's see, because you're managing it. Right, see what it says. Sorry. The past is done. There you go. And the future is yet to be. All you have is the now, and the past is your greatest teacher. There you go. Everything that has happened up to this moment is the product of the person you see in the mirror. That is why the power of now is so important. Only in the present do you have the opportunity to create both your past and your future. Always be mindful of your present moment thoughts, because in seconds now will be your past, which you cannot get back. You don't want the past to steal your future and the bridge between the two into the present. Begin to live in the present time, and always remember that through loving, compassionate thoughts and actions, you are creating a past that you can be proud of and a bright future that awaits. Yeah. So they're learning to be, you know, we know that they've been doing this for some time, but they're really putting this into action because you are, guys. To be in the present moment, not to get too carried away, not allowing your mind to take over, to be able to quieten the mind. And as I said, they have been releasing the past. They've been working on compassion, forgiveness. And it hasn't been an easy ride. It has been uncomfortable. It has been really life-changing, as you know yourself. But they understand that whatever happened in the past was meant to happen for a reason to who they are now. It's helping them grow. And they know how amazing they are now, because you know how amazing you are now. And everything seems to have clicked into place where they know that they're managing their life. They're managing themselves. They're managing their emotions. They're managing everything. That's because you are, guys. It's because that's how it is. Magical. It's magical. And at the moment you could be feeling like me when you're like, oh my goodness, I feel very uncomfortable and feeling a bit washed out or whatever, or tired or drained from the journey. But even though you could be feeling that, you know, you understand what's going on. You understand it. You understand that big things are happening. You understand, you know, you're putting good first. You're trusting first, you know, everything. Whatever experience you're having, you know, you could be having a big time trigger happen or a little trigger, whatever, but you are converting it now through the eyes of love. You have this awareness of what's going on, and you're not going to let it get you down anymore. You're pushing past it. Even if you do have anger, you know, experience anger, or you're tearful, or you're not going to go, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have reacted like this. You're allowing yourself to be, and then being aware of how you're being, and think, oh well, actually I need, you know, that's obviously affected me, so I obviously got to deal with that one. I'm not going to look at it through the eyes of love now. You're just accepting yourself, not trying to be perfect all the time. And Divine Masculines are picking this up, and they know how powerful love is, and they're converting and seeing things through the eyes of love. They're so open-minded now. They're not set in their ways. They're open to everything new. And they are preparing for this big change. So, shall we see what the communication is? It's a beautiful reading, isn't it? I'm glad I did it now, because it helps me so much. Right, let's see. What is the communication this week, March the 22nd to the 28th, 2021? What does the Divine Masculines want to say to the Divine Feminines this week? What is the communication this week? You turn me on. Divine Masculines are feeling a bit turned on at the moment. They're thinking about you. They want to be with you. Well, we know that they want to express their love to you. they're thinking about you, and they just want to be close to you, and they're feeling the, you know, the Kundalini is rising, and both of you are experiencing this sacred love-making energy. So you turn them on. So that's what they'd say to you this week. Oh yeah, so that is, they want a family with you. And if you are, you know, if you already have a family with your Divine Masculine, it's, you know, your Divine Masculine wants to be a family again with you. Just put it into your situation how it resonates with you, but they want a family with you, and you turn them on. So they're really they really are feeling it this week. Oh my goodness, I want to share my life with you. Yeah, they're going to be coming towards you guys. There's something happening big time this week, big changes. They want to make this commitment to you. They want to make this commitment because they're using the power of love in their life. They know how love changes everything. They're not going to be stuck. They're not going to be fearful anymore and listen to old program and old beliefs. They're managing the ego. They're allowing the thoughts to come in and allowing them to go. And they're very in this, you know, we know that they want to express this love. The same as you want to express this love. You want to express this love. You want to be close to your Divine Masculine. Your Divine Masculine, you know, you might want a family with your Divine Masculine. You know that you want to share your life with the Divine Masculine. Your Divine Masculine turns you on. All of those things that your Divine Masculine is saying, you feel yourself. You feel for each other because you're one soul. So, and at the bottom of the deck it says, I will love you for the rest of my life. Yeah, because they have this understanding. And last week's reading, it was eternal love and miracle of love. And that was how the energy and the experience that Divine Masculines were having last week, of the realization of, you know, this is eternal love, you know, and they know that this love is a miracle. The realization of that last week, because they've had that experience, and they've been working on themselves, healing, the same as what you have been doing. This is why they feel, you know, this week is, again, so powerful, because they want to make this commitment to you. They're preparing for this big change, this new beginning with you, and they want to share their life with you because they have this understanding. They're not afraid of losing you. They're not afraid of, you know, there's things that they're afraid of, the same as you, but about how they're going to come towards you. But they're not afraid of, because they know that it's eternal. They know this is a miracle. They know that you're one soul. They understand because they've been researching, they've been learning about this. This is what they've been doing this time. And they know that that's just fear that makes them afraid, because they're looking at it wrong, but they're managing this now. So it's beautiful, isn't it, guys? Let's see what comes out of my energy pots for the Divine Masculines. Strength, yeah. They know the power of love, looking for things through the eyes of love, having this new vision, having this clear vision gives them strength, because they've been true to themselves. They're aligning with who they are. They're aligning with their soul, because you're aligning with yourself, because you're one soul, and this is why it's happening, guys. That's how it works. What else do we need to know? What energy they're in? Yeah, can you believe it? You cannot make this stuff up. How many times have I said they're ready? They felt ready. They're whatever. And there's been this thing with them that feels a little bit stuck, but that's not because of the Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine is thinking, yeah, and the Divine Masculines, it's the Divine Masculines that are waiting for the Divine Feminines to have this shift, to deal with the things that was going on with the Divine Feminine before, with you yourself, guys, before the Divine Masculine can bring this to life. When you 100% trust and believe in yourself, in this journey, and obviously, first of all, God, you're believing in your divine masculine, and your divine masculine will feel this. And they've been wanting to give this love to you for some time now. They've been preparing, but they've seen something where they're just waiting for that signal or something that's been put in place for them to be able to do it. Let's see what my communication is. I love you with all my heart, yeah. They love you with all your heart. And you know that when you're honest with yourself, when your ego is quiet, when you're just being true to yourself, you know your divine masculine loves you. You know that. And yes, triggers happen. Things happen in the 3D. Sometimes it is a struggle in the 3D. On everyday life, little things are happening, and then the ego is so used to feeding you so much bullshit. Your divine masculine loves you. You know that. And you're getting this. You realise that. You do realise this now. Let's have a look what else is. Yeah. I want to make love to you. This is coming out all the time, guys. They want to make love to you. You turn them on and they want to make love to you. Not just the physical act. This is like real, true, pure making love. Being close to you, showing you who they really are is making love to you. Holding hands is making love to you. Looking into your eyes is making love to you. And of course the physical act. They want to do that because you desire each other, because you love each other so much. It's so pure. It's unconditional love. And it keeps curling up. Sorry, I've got OCD, guys. But yeah, they love you with all their heart. How much more do we need? You know this, really. I want to make love to you. They want a family with you. I want to share my life with you. It's very hard. It is very magical and it's very overwhelming, isn't it, guys? It's very emotional. Because you know all this. This is the truth that's within you. You know all this, really. But it's just the ego that wants to come in and destroy the truth. Right, I'm going to get a card for you guys. I'm going to use I'm going to get a card for you now, guys. The reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirit. What is the message for the divine feminines this week of March the 22nd to the 28th, 2021? This is deep, isn't it? I'm a bit sad. I'm not sad, I'm just, it's just so painful that we talk so much bullshit to ourselves. What is the message for the divine feminines this week? Nice clear message, please. What do they need to know to help them stay focused, to believe and trust? Inner strength, yeah. Can you believe that? Inner strength, guys. You have the strength to do this. Even if you can't see any change, even everything seems still.
Right, I'm going to read the message. You have a divine power flowing through you and all around you. It's now time to call forth your true inner strength and move forward fearlessly. And the action to take is focus on your inner strength and move forward fearlessly. You have the full support of the universe. So painful. You have the full support of the universe to help guide and support you through any situation. You are a powerful being of light and a powerful creator. It is okay to feel sad, negative thoughts. The key is to find peace with where you are now. There you go. That's what I always say. Try and forgive any person's action who may be caught up with in this situation. Remember, nothing is personal. Forgiveness and compassion is the key here. And the powerful affirmation is, I call forth my divine strength and move forward fearlessly. Yeah. So, you have that strength within you to do this. And it isn't about necessarily doing anything like charging forwards, meaning physically. It's about trusting. You have got this. You have that strength within you to trust, to believe. You do have that within you. You have that strength within you to carry on, even if you're not seeing any change, even if you are experiencing uncomfortable times. You have that strength to trust. All you've got to do is trust, and believe. Oh, he's not going to do it. I'm going to have to leave there. You have that within you. You do have that strength within you. And we've got the lion and the divine feminines. And the divine feminine, in the picture as well. You are strong. You are a goddess. And you've been on, this journey isn't, it's very, very deep. And you have had to find this strength that you didn't think you had. And then you go through another situation, then you find some more, and then you find some more. You have got this strength to do this, to really trust and believe. And it's not really about taking any action. It's just about you just being yourself, accepting yourself, and feeling comfortable with yourself, being in love with yourself, knowing that you're good enough, knowing there's nothing to worry about with your divine masculine, because you're one soul. You're dealing with yourself, not anybody separate from you. You're dealing with yourself. You've got nothing to worry about with your divine masculine, even if nothing has changed in the 3D. It's just this bit now where you're really having to be pushed to show that you trust and you believe. And you do have that strength within you, whatever you're coming up against. And there could be lots of things happening for you where you're just like, oh. But it is all we have to do is change, the way we're looking at things and accepting things. Just trusting, knowing that everything you're experiencing, everything that's happening right now is what you're meant to be experiencing. Nothing's happening to you to hurt you. Your only thing that's hurting you is yourself, your ego. And once you take responsibility for yourself, your emotions, things just happen magically, because you're radiating your light, you're glowing. You're not angry with anybody else. You're understanding everybody around you and why things happen. And you're just learning to be kind to yourself as well. And understanding, just being kind with yourself is so important, not being cruel anymore. And you have that strength to do that. You do have that strength to do that. Anyway, guys, I really love doing this reading. I'm sorry that I was emotional, but it is emotional. Because it's a relationship with yourself. And your divine masculine is a gift from God. And you love your divine masculine. And it's unexplainable. You can't describe it. And it's really hard to live in the 3D when you feel this way. Because everyone thinks you're crazy. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you would like a clearer message for your personal, unique twin flame journey, I can do a reading. So just private reading for you. So just email me. It's in the description box down below. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe if you feel connected to me and my messages resonate, and like and share my videos because it really helps my channel grow. And thank you guys for all your love and support and your patience with me. It really does mean the world to me. And I do think about you guys. I do think about you guys, and I know what you're going through. I know how intense this journey is. And I'm sending my love, my support, my strength and light to you, and I love you all so much. Keep believing and trusting and being you. See ya.
Oh, but your soul